Off and underway then at the second time of asking. It is Malta in all white from right to left in this first half. Denmark with Lars Søndergaard at the helm. New deal that World Cup, and that is what this qualification campaign is all about. Are they able to make home advantage start? And their recent results have been very impressive indeed. Certainly it is a side that is packed with quality. Here's Sørensen with an opportunity to get forward. Malta had already been heavily defeated twice when they met Denmark as part of that Euro qualification process. Wins against the likes of Georgia and Israel, and from that certainly Malta will feel that they've gained some important results and a bit of confidence along the way as they look to develop the game. Sevica to help that forward and support with Sørensen getting away and able to deliver that cross in. It could come all the way through, and an opening goal wasn't too far away. Deflection spins away. It's the first clear-cut opportunity, and the home defence was opened up with ease. It was Sørensen. It was not dealt with, and the follow-up effort by Katrine Kool just deflects away and behind. It's early pressure there as Kool, just 18 years of age, another fine prospect within Danish ranks. First set-piece opportunity, and a word from the referee. Caroline Vacker taking charge of this World Cup qualifier. Kool has come short, wearing 15 to provide support. Plenty forwards, and on the goal line, plenty back in white to clear, but not too far, and scooped up in the end by Janice Schwab in that goal. But again, Denmark close to an opening goal, headed by Stine Larsen, and then the goal line clearance just knocked away from the danger zone. It's two big opportunities as we look at the effort from Rikke Sevica. Could have been in front inside 3 minutes. Denmark starting as they would have anticipated and hoped for. Early pressure, overwhelming favourites, and get more defending for Mark Gat's Malta to deal with. Schweb there, part of the 2019 World Cup qualifying campaign. Could be a long afternoon for her, late afternoon in the Viborg Arena, our venue for this opening World Cup qualifier. Finals in Australia and New Zealand in the summer of 2023. Sørensen on the books of Everton. Another inviting ball, and somehow that stays out. They have had 3 or 4 decent opportunities to edge in front. Keeper unable to win that aerial battle. Unable to have Stefana Varuja back on the goal line to keep out the latest effort that comes the way of Sitter Brun. It is all Denmark, and having had a corner away on the right, this time the angle will come in from the left. Plenty committed forward as Denmark look for an opener, and again all the way across and behind, and a brief respite there is Lars Søndergaard looking on. Latest set-piece opportunity beyond the keeper and beyond Denmark's player furthest forward, number 7, Salatorsgaard. There is Mark Gat, another who's been given a contract extension which will take him up until the World Cup finals in 2023. No real direction or distance on that clearance. It is back again with Sorensen to cause problems. Support from Trollsgaard. It's a bright start. The cutback just couldn't get that volley in on target. Maybe an opportunity to follow up, and plenty in white to crowd her out and then bring it forward. Denmark's early territorial advantage then, carving out some big scoring opportunities. Sevika's ball in. This time the defensive interception is a good one. Pedersen. Time for Katrina Kuhl to pick a pass, and Malta to win it back, but only temporarily. Back Denmark will come once again. Alicia Sultana is the player down, wearing 9. Seen too much in that at all. She, I'm sure, back on her feet and play ready to resume as we look at that glorious charge. Stina Larsson's head up, and on the goal line, Stefania Ferrugia. Important block. No wonder just how they haven't established the early advantage. Big job on the hands of Mark Gatt, trying to cause something of a World Cup upset to come away from the Viborg Arena with anything to 8-0 beatings in those European qualifiers. Another corner conceded, pattern set very early on. Summit it was, with the clearance already, the corner count in Denmark's favour, 3-0. Eventful 8 minutes as that just drifts over and on to the top of the netting. This time Schweb can look on. Janice Schweb in the Malta goal, the last line of defence. Another opportunity to create something down this near side to try and escape the attentions. Remarker involved early on again, Stina Larsson, and they have caused all sorts of problems from set pieces. Rika Sevika among those to venture forward in red for Denmark. Completely bossing proceedings with the attempted flick on at the near post, and Malta are able to defend that set-piece situation. Plenty of Stina Brun and Stina Larsson in the opening, 9.5 minutes. Denmark 0, Malta 0 in the Viborg Arena. To come games with the likes of Russia, Montenegro, Azerbaijan and Bosnia and Herzegovina, as Denmark again look to carve their way through. And more defending for Malta to do. There's the captain, Tanil Harder, on the books of Chelsea, causing problems. And that, again, stays out somehow. So much space for Bruun to turn and get the shot away. Malta are hanging on. A difficult opening 10 minutes. And more to come from the hosts. And still by the keeper, could be punished. Cut back. And then just stabbed away from danger. Anywhere will do. Eventful opening 10 minutes, and Schwab just unable to hold on to that. And Denmark had plenty forward. There's Cool with the layoff. Just picking a pass, finding a teammate. Cool trying to thread that through. This breaks down in the final third. Brought away by Malta, but they've just struggled to get out of their own half. Vaya's ball. Well, the one surprise is that Denmark have not been able to make their superiority count in terms of something on the scoreline. No reward yet, but they have dominated from the first whistle. And again, Cool is able to skip away and try to pass through. Important defending. Yet more defending to do. Look how many have been brought forward in the red of Denmark. One more corner for Malta to defend, and we haven't even played a quarter of an hour as that is swept in. Struggling to get the ball out of their own territory, ceding corner kicks and free kicks. This time it was Troelsgaard with all sorts of trickery to carve out an opening to win the free kick. Free kick taken, and again, plenty forward, and the breakthrough moments. No wonder Sondergaard celebrates. Header, and perfectly taken to spark celebrations inside the Viborg Arena. They have been threatening to find a way through, and they do just that, courtesy of Sadia Troelsgaard's header. Well, the goal has been coming, and Malta's defence is breached. A free kick that wasn't dealt with, and in plenty of space, Troelsgaard to make the header count and edge Denmark in front. So Denmark 1, Malta 0. Here's Sorensen, who has been busy throughout, and Denmark have the lead they threatened. Could well have been 3 or 4 up, remember. 2 8-0 victories against Malta in their 2 previous encounters. Troelsgaard there, 33, something of a veteran on the books of FC Rosengard, got afforded too much space. And there's the man trying to mastermind a successful World Cup qualifying campaign, already of course into Euro 2022 to be staged in London next year. Denmark 1, Malta 0 past the 15-minute mark in the Viborg Arena, the home for Denmark. Via able to shrug off the attentions and then lose out. A rare foray forward for Malta. This is encouraging. Well, the effort by Maria Ferrugia was blocked, but that is more like it. No wonder some encouragement from the sidelines and manager Mark Gatt. It's the best that they have been able to create. It's the nearest they've come, and it's Ferrugia on that left foot requiring the defensive block and then behind for a goal kick, and Denmark can build from within their own half once again. Just finding colleagues with comparative ease. Sevica on the books of Everton, and just too much pace on that. Well, they turned up in hope, in expectation, and they've been rewarded with a Denmark side who are chasing a second goal. Schweb's goal coming under constant pressure. The Malta keeper, as Mark Gatt tries again to provide some form of encouragement. Sorensen's been involved time and time again down this right side. A chance to cut it back and all the way through, and then disappointing final execution. Sophie Sveva, 21 years of age, plays her club football in Germany with Wolfsburg, just scooping that over. Another fine young prospect within this Denmark side. Goal by Troelsgaard, the header, well, just afforded too much space. And from corners and free kicks, Denmark have looked particularly dangerous, trying to close in on a second goal. And Malta's problems continue, getting out of their own territory has been difficult. Arrived in Denmark early in the week, done everything they can to prepare. They saw this as one of their more difficult games in this group, and so it's proving. Progress Malta have made though since the first qualifying competition, the 2005 European Championships, when they lost all of their 8 games. They scored 1 and conceded 35, and then since then the improvement. European Championship qualifying win in 2013 was their first in that format, in that competition, and then last time out for the Euros qualifiers, which was over Israel and Georgia. And with some optimism coming up against one of the European powerhouses, needing to better though there, and will be involved in London in 2022 after a fabulous campaign where they scored goals and won games and impressed many. every time Malta try and provide some sort of defensive clearance, it's straight back from a Denmark team on the front foot. Every possible opportunity. The ball to test the visitors' defence. Battled hard as Sunderland's Maria Ferrugia on the books of the Weirsiders had that one effort, closed down, block shot. That's been just about it in terms of scoring efforts and attacking intent from Malta. We'll have to chase the game and defend in long, large numbers, looking for anything in terms of an attack on the counter. But it is proving a very difficult task, and to be fair, it was anticipated. One only had to look at the track record and recent results of both of these countries against Sorensen to knock it forward. Again, just trying to link up effectively down this near side, and they do just that. My skills, Sorensen away from her marker. Larsen provides the support. Sevica, a couple of options. There's the angle to provide the cross, again all the way through. Backs behind, and part of the captain was there to pose a strike threat. As Denmark are able to carve out yet another scoring opportunity. There, the statistic that tells everything: 8-0, the overwhelming corner count in favour of Denmark, who have one more about to come up. And there's 6 red shirts now inside 6-yard box. Another header drifted in. Sinne Brun is the lady that celebrates with a well-executed header. Just got the angle absolutely right, and Denmark underline their superiority. Recent call-up for Sinne Brun, and she's justified her inclusion in the Viborg Arena with Denmark's second goal. Another corner, and no one dealt with a threat. Just able to steer the header beyond the player on the goal line, and Denmark have cause to celebrate again. It's their second of this opening World Cup qualifier. Troelsgaard with the first, Sinne Brun with the second, and straight on to the front foot in search of a third. Pedersen to step forward. It's her club football with Valerenga. Again, red shirts forward, inside all the territory again. Lovely first touch, and then dig back into the area by the highly effective Sanne Troelsgaard. Already with a goal to her name, and then hoping to provide the all-important assist. And the corners and set pieces just keep on coming for Denmark. This the latest, and a moment ago it was from a corner that they established a 2-goal advantage. This time the header is enough to take it away for, I was going to say a brief respite, but within seconds Denmark have the chance to create once again. They have been profitable down that right side. They have another corner. Sevica involved, and one more corner with a 2-goal lead after 25. More defending to do as it's floated in. It's a free header and it's 3. And they are running away with this. And only 25 minutes played. Their opening goal was a header, so was their second, and they have followed a very familiar pattern to establish that sort of scoreline relatively early on, with over 20 minutes of the first half and another chance to celebrate. Opened up with comparative ease and put away by Stine Larsen. Free header, always destined for that bottom corner, and they have made set-piece opportunities count. Stine Larsen extends their advantage inside the Viborg Arena. Troelsgaard, Brun and Larsen on the score sheet, and Denmark running away with it. Her first goal of this World Cup qualification, and Malta just have not been able as a defensive unit to deal with set-piece opportunities. Picks up pace as the goal scorer Larsen. Support from Sorensen. Takes the deflection, diverts away behind for a corner. That involves so much down the near side for Denmark, as evidence Nicolene Sorensen. And Malta's defence is being overwhelmed at the moment. Already 11 corners in favour of the side coached by Lars Sondergaard, who watches on. Referee from Germany is Caroline Wacker. Another corner, and again defensively problems. Able to escape on that occasion and survive the scare. How many players in and around that 6-yard area? Puffs out the cheeks as Jenny Schwab. That has been a hugely difficult opening, left exposed and defensively rather caught short. Plenty of running from Maria Fruja. She has been the chief threat for Malta so far. At one effort was blocked. Aside from that, they have had to defend time and time again. It's down this right side that Denmark have profited most with the runs and crosses of the likes of Nicolene Sorensen, the supporting Rika Sadeka. Here they go again, the two combine. Again, driven in and given back to the host. And space for Troelsgaard. It's helped on by Vaya. Helped in by Larsen for a moment. And the throw is Denmark's. So Stine Larsen among those on the score sheet, along with Brun and Troelsgaard. 3 up with 30 minutes played. Possibility of 4, just couldn't get in there, the captain, Pernillada. Outstretched leg, couldn't make the vital connection, but their coach Sondergaard will be pleased with what he's saying. Well, at the ruthless best, to score 3 and threaten more. a rare chance to get forward, and then just breaks down within Danish territory, and that outlet of Sorensen on the near touchline. See so much of the football, and then back by Sedeker. Patterson's ball to set Denmark forward once again. The angle and too much on it in the end. But half an hour of decent work from the side that led early on. The header by Troelsgaard setting him on the way, and then Brun's contribution, another header, and then rounded off nicely. Stine Larsen getting in on the act. 3-0 Denmark lead. Overwhelming favourites going in, and they have justified that three-match reputation with an all-attacking performance. Plenty of space to open up that defence, and this time it rolls the wrong side of the post as Denmark look to close in on a fourth, and whatever Malta do defensively, they just cannot seem to close down this Denmark side. Able to get in, and on that occasion Schweb gets an important touch on that. Take it away from the post, the right side of post in terms of Malta, as it just rolls wide. Damage limitation. Yet one more corner for Denmark. Plenty committed forward in the Danish cause as that is called in. Keeper just tries to claw it away. Support to keep it there. Troelsgaard goes down, and Denmark continue to threaten. Well, there was the challenge, and caught. Malta are finding it increasingly difficult. 3 down with the prospects of more to follow as Denmark look to press home their advantage. Decision for Caroline Wacker involved as the a real scare survived for what, a matter of seconds, because Denmark, with nothing on that fair challenge, player goes to ground and the ball is cleared, but for the moment at least it's all about how many Denmark are able to score. So look at that. Making a connection with the ball, play continues, and any penalty appeal was always unlikely to end in anything positive for Denmark. Fair enough challenge, but we saw the challenge before, to be careful in and around that penalty area. Always the concern for Malta that they could concede more before the interval. Put a foot wrong so far as they look to get off their World Cup campaign with a winning start. Way through for Norge Fruja. Time for Sorensen. Plenty with experience of playing inside England's Women's Super League, and led by Chelsea's Pernille Harder. Bit of defending to do, which has not happened too often, and then the wayward pass, and Denmark had it back again. Catherine Krul is impressed in the opening 35 minutes. 10 to the break, they lead by 3. Skips away from the challenge, looks for support and finds support in one of the goal scorers in Sunny Troelsgaard, and then back to Patterson, and here come Denmark again. Curled in towards that penalty area, looks for a challenge, looks for a free kick, doesn't get it. Waved away by our match official from Germany, Caroline Wacker. Denmark battling once again for possession. Sedeker involved, Malta on the counter. It is Farusha furthest forward. Going to get away Sultana. Alicia Sultana to hold it up and wait for support to arrive. Malta trying to hit back. One of their rare first half attacks. The first half that has not been short on entertainment. Plenty of goals, plenty of threats. There was the latest. To be an arm in the back. Nothing given, play continues. And the pattern set early on continues. Denmark go in search of a fourth. Pedersen to Katrin Veier of FC Rosengard. He's the captain, Harder. Dominant first half display. Eight minutes to the break. 8 minutes for Malta to ensure they don't concede again. Going to try and remain competitive. Veier's ball. Broken up. And now Malta can look to get forward with one ball. Just not been able to trouble Katrine Larsen, who has had very little to do at all but to watch on. The keeper who started her club career with Bromby. Denmark stretching play once again with the outstanding Sorensen to cut in and keep on going. Way through for Larsen on that occasion. Everton Sorensen takes Savuka's ball. Sorensen with a cutback and too high for Brun, looking to close in on her second of the match. Sinna Brun. Sorensen's whip pass, first time of asking, got her angles wrong. And Malta survive on that occasion at least. Well, 51 contenders starting out for this World Cup qualification campaign. 9 direct places in the finals, and of course teams that are runners-up involved in the playoff berths. Denmark already with the Euro 2022 tournament to look forward to, having qualified for the event in England next summer. They qualified as group winners, so impressive. Played 10, won 9, drew 1. 48 goals scored, 1 conceded. Worth noting that one of their top performers, Nadia Nadim, with 9 goals in that successful qualifying campaign, not available for Denmark today. Well, they were runners-up at the Euros in 2017. It's a World Cup record they're looking to improve on, and they're doing absolutely everything right into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Certainly plenty have turned up to fill the Viborg Arena, the home of Denmark women's team. Lovely build-up play. Kept alive by Larsen to take on the defender. Losing out, and it may just open up. Really get any place. Rika Sevika. Easy enough for Jenny Schweb in the Malta goal. Denmark looked to end the first half as they started it. This time decides to opt for a headed clearance to Schweb. This was the ball that threatened. Keeper alert to the danger, unable to get the headed clearance on it. And the man at the helm pleased with what he's witnessing so far. Well, they've enjoyed their work so far. Goals are plenty. A dominant first half display. From Sophie Slever to maintain the momentum, and more to come from Denmark at the end of the first half. Sørensen trotting away over to that corner flag. Sedeka among those to come forward to provide some aerial threat for a set piece opportunity. Towards that near post, and it'll be more of the same again. The latest corner, and all the way through, and eludes everyone. Difficult day it has proved to be for Jenny Schweb. The World Cup qualifying campaign back in 2019, the latest one, heading for defeat in Denmark in their World Cup opener. Again, so much space. Sørensen past the defender, chipped in. Position just right, Schweb. But it's been down this right side, with Denmark have enjoyed possession and have threatened time and time again. Into time added on at the end of the first half. Well, the keeper hasn't had to make a save. Catherine Larson. Looking for fourth in time added on. And still defensive work to do. Played down as Shana Zamit. Okay to continue. First half in which Malta's back line has been stretched and overworked. And a little bit more defending to try and do, with half a dozen likely targets. The header this time is off target from Sanne Troelsgaard, but on an opening 45 minutes from Denmark. Off and underway then. Denmark in all red, and confirmation they lead by 3-0 and their captain is involved in this first attack forward that could result in a goal and requires a goal line clearance to prevent Denmark adding a fourth. And this time the keeper able to get across Jenny Schwab and make the necessary save. Denmark have started the second half as they did the first. Sveva. Charlene Zamet with the defensive work. Here's Via. Catherine Coole's done very well. There's the drag back. First time effort deflects. And the skipper is there to steer home their fourth. Pernille Harder, who has such a good goal scoring record, strikes at the start of the second half inside the Viborg Arena, and Denmark at a fourth. Denmark 4, Malta 0. Pernille Harder. Harder, who is with Chelsea, found herself unmarked 3 yards out, unguarded net, and the result was inevitable. All came from Troelsgaard's deflected effort that just dropped invitingly for Denmark's captain, and they stretched their lead. They put 8 past Malta on 2 occasions in the qualifying programme for Euro 2022. Takes place in London next year, and trying to emulate that. Plenty of time still to do that. Meant for the captain, threaded through beyond her. Confirmation. She adds her name to the score sheet, and their coach Lars Sondergaard just delighted so far with what he's seeing. Haven't been able to trouble Catherine Larson in the home goal. She's been defending time and time again, and they have added a fifth, made it look so easy. Brun with her second, Denmark's fifth. Another inviting ball, first time finish. And looks as if Denmark are on their way to a very convincing victory. What a start to the second half. 2 goals in the space of 3 minutes that blow Malta away. Absolutely nothing manager Mark Gatt could do. There's the ball. Time to run. Provides the finish. Does Brun with her second of the match. And Denmark's fifth. Brun with a couple, Troelsgaard, Larsen. Part of the captain helped herself to a goal since the restart. Again, it's Sorensen. How many times has she been able to get away down that right side, provide the telling cross? And very impressive. Harder is enjoying a day's work. Former European Player of the Year. And it's 2 for Sinnebrun. Malta's problem has been that they have been unable to get into the opposition half more than a handful of times, and when they have, well, there was the one chance for Maria Farrugia which was closed down. Some good defensive work. Play down for Malta, Alicia Srivana. Okay to continue. All about the learning curve from a qualifying campaign. And the change comes with Brenda Borg taken off. And Schieri is the player that has been drafted in as Malta make a change early in the second half. Midfielder Rachel Schieri. Seva 2-on-1 and rather crowded out. Come to red shirt. Stays down. Play continues. And Denmark press again. Too much on that final ball, and we will just come and check. Farrugia is the player down for Malta. Match official is Caroline Wacker from Germany. There's the latest goal. Simply could not miss. Denmark's captain. One more in a very one-sided game. Two goals for Sinnebrun. Well, for Malta, a COVID-affected year. Football stopping in March, resuming in May. No issues since June. And the coach in Mark Gatt with a contract extension to 2023. He's been there since 2015. Hard to stop Denmark in the mood on this sort of form. And hooked in. Hat-trick. Brun and unstoppable Denmark. One more in what is going to be a opening day win. Harder involved, able to get the angle on the cross. Check that challenge. Flag stayed down for the moment at least. And then ruled out. Clearly offside. Brun celebrated. And slight delay while we waited for the decision. And Brun's wait for a penalty and for a hat-trick. Goes on. Just a moment. Really offside as that ball was helped on. In fact, it came off the defender and then hooked in. Again, assistants keeping flags down, but there's no protest about that decision. And then the flag does go up belatedly. And Denmark's lead stays at 5. For how long, though? In search of a sixth, pushed away, and then back across the face of goal from Sophie Surveyor. That's how close they were to making it goal number 6 for Denmark, who are absolutely rampant. Another chance. This time it does not end up in the back of the net. Keeper got enough on it and then turned back across the face of goal by Surveyor, and that's how close they were to adding a 6th to this one-sided scoreline. Cool. Shots and those on goal overwhelmingly in favour of Denmark, continuing to dominate. 10 minutes into the second half. The margin is 5 goals. Patterson steps forward, and then it's Larsen among their goal scorers. '18-year-olds Katrin Kul. Another Katrin Vaya with the angled ball in. Been comfortable throughout. It's a wonderful campaign for Euro 2022, the UEFA Women's Euro 2022, with 38 goals scored and 1 conceded, and they've come into another campaign, this in terms of the World Cup qualifying campaign. Australia and New Zealand in 2023, forcing the pace and gaining another corner thanks to the work of Wolfsburg's Sophie Surveyor. Chance for Sedegaard to come forward, vice captain. Plays a club football with Everton. They have had so many corners, and they have clearly profited from these set pieces. The outstanding Sorensen to deliver, still with a chance. As Malta just again struggle to try and get the ball out of their own half. It's the substitutes, Fischieri trying to strengthen their midfield. Aruja has been full of running, but has kind of rather forlorn figure, isolated figure so far up front for Malta. Maria Farrugia. Malta defending numbers once again, this time able to break up play and cut out that final ball. Fischieri. An appeal that does not convince our match referee from Germany, Caroline Wacker. Again, Denmark once again harder away from one challenge and then drifted into that Malta penalty area. White shirts back in number to snuff the thread out. but then concede the throw. It's impressive, cool. Some prospectors capturing cool. Game plan working so far to perfection as we look at one of the simplest goals that Funil Hara will ever score. What a scoring record over the years for Denmark's captain, who continues to impress. Explosive start to the second half to add to a very convincing scoreline. And almost an hour played as they try and create yet another scoring opportunity. Now maybe a chance for Malta to get white shirts forward and at least put that Danish backline under pressure, not to be wayward with the final ball. Change is coming for Denmark. Mix it up. Game one, and Serti Svea is off. Sadathia comes on. Well, Nicoline Sorensen has been absolutely superb. Jenny Thompson takes her place with the game one. And a chance for Lars Søgaard to mix things up with his playing personnel, give other players some vital World Cup experience. Scrolls got off one of the goal scorers. Good on. Very well. There's Sunny Troelsgaard, so a triple change by Denmark. Stretching play, first touch for Trier. Here she is again, unselfish. Really should have scored from that range, and Harder knows it. Pernille Harder just set up so nicely. There's the drag back, first time, too high in the end by Denmark's captain. Should have had 6, have already had a goal ruled out. More work to do defensively for Malta. Has been corner after corner, and the likely suspects wait for the latest. Moving towards that back post and just got enough on it in the end, did Janice Wade. A long time ago since Sunny Troelsgaard set them on their way. 14 minutes in, and since then the goals have continued, including 2 since the break. Harder on 46 and Bruno on 48, and Bruno easily have had A hat-trick today. Possession stat has always been in favour of the hosts. And the same pattern to this game than the one we saw in the first half. Just wouldn't run through to Sarah Trier. One of the recent changes in terms of substitutions. Here's Katrina Via of FC Rosengard. Clears ball in, finds intended target. It's got across, relatively comfortable, although it's been a difficult day all round for the overworked Janice Webb. This time able to get down and make the necessary save. As Broom does everything to try and find this hat-trick. Rainwater on the surface. Broom, who made her international debut back in 2017, a recent call up to the squad, led the line, forced the pace, scored goals. Harder has been excellent again. Terrific goal scorer. And a captain that has again been able to make a difference. Could easily have had more than the one goal. This game just after the break. Denmark have scored twice since the restart, and we have the best part of 25 minutes remaining inside a Viborg arena, which has been filled, and that is a rare mistake, and they cannot test Katrina Larsen, who has been, well, a virtual spectator, and maybe that's why the clearance was less than convincing. Has had nothing to do, unable to profit from the situation. Larsen escapes the defensive error. Malta chase the consolation. Needed in white as part of three players to stop Pernille Harder in her tracks, and then fires ball slid forward for the on-running Sadafia, plenty forward. Trier involved again. Via with a support in the angle, to hissed it towards that back post. Harder got there. Behind it goes, goal kick. The group that comprises Bosnia and Herzegovina, Montenegro, Azerbaijan and Russia, games to come. It's the opening match for these two countries as they search a place in Australia, New Zealand in 2023. 18-0 is that very important. Thompson, the new player, to take the corner kicks, the substitutes. Jenny Thompson. Again, work to do for the goalkeeper, just got enough on it. Time by Via, too high. Latest scoring opportunity then for Denmark. Always just seemed to be a case of how many they would score. Put 8 past Malta twice in that European qualifying success. And the keeper able to get enough on it. Difficult day all round, put under pressure almost immediately from the kickoff. Jenny Schweb the very best with a backline that had been stretched and pushed and worked all the time, cooled off. Very good day's work for Katarina Kuhl. And yet another change is imminent. Gal takes her place. Denmark with different playing personnel, but it's the same game plan working to perfection. Another to get some second half involvement. Game one, chance for the coach to use the strength in depth on the substitutes bench. Ball. It's yellow for the challenge, and the card is for Shona Zamet. And that is why best part of 20 minutes remaining then, with the prospect of yet more goals to follow. They make of this free kick. Keeper comes, doesn't get anywhere close. There is support defensively to at least clear momentarily. Back it will come again. Now can they at least hold on to possession? Has done everything required. Supports the Chelsea's Vanilla Harder and a goal to her name as well. Board changes on the way. Support in the stands, and look at that in terms of her goals return. We saw Minna warming up a few moments ago, and that gives the opportunity for the latest Denmark substitution. Saw that momentary defensive lapse by keeper Katrine Larsen a few minutes ago, but it's not had anything to do defensively. Plenty of effort and endeavour. We're running off the ball of Maria Faruja, but just not been able to test the opposition defence. One of the hardest games that they are going to face. We always knew that it was going to be difficult. Talk about the growth of the game in Malta, the growth of the women's game, how far they have progressed. Their standards have improved in recent years. And then when you get to play in World Cup qualifiers, the test becomes that much greater. without Maria Nadine, vastly experienced, injured. The coach, Lars Sondergaard, called up the likes of Olivia Muller-Holt, who's on the bench. We do have a lot of quality on that substitutes bench as they go in search of a 6th goal. The possession statistic has been with Denmark from the very start. Since armband shared around tonight with Harder's substitution. He's the latest newcomer, Snurl involved, and then the layoff for Pedersen. Haven't seen the hat-trick that Brun has been chasing tonight. The home crowd who turned up in number have thoroughly enjoyed themselves. It's been an emphatic and convincing scoreline. 76 gone across the face of goal and then put behind for yet another Danish corner. Sanny Troedsgaard's goal on 17 minutes set Denmark on the way. They haven't looked back since. Goals are plenty and they have threatened almost constantly from corners. They have profited. This time gets contact on it. Still Denmark keep it alive. With a chance to go for goal. Player back on the goal line, had to get there and did. The substitute was who went for goal, Jenny Thompson. The player back on the, almost on the goal line. Good enough did Nicole Schaberis. 20 corners Denmark have forced. We've still got 13 minutes plus stoppage time. Clearance, goal line, follows up, in. Had to score, did. And Rikke Severcup gets in on the goal scoring act. And Denmark have reason to celebrate again. They hit 6. Following up from close range, and once again the result was inevitable as Malta's manager Mark Gatt looks on. Stayed out first time, not second time though. Seviger perfectly positioned and Sondergaard celebrates again. Denmark 6, Malta 0. She continues her search for a hat-trick, Signe Brun. Atmospheric Viborg Arena, venue for a convincing Denmark performance. More difficult challenges will come, but Denmark can only do what they have to do on the night against specific opposition, and they have done just that against Malta, who've been outplayed and outclassed, and will just want to get to the sanctuary of the dressing room with no further goal damage, you suspect. The card is yellow. A wry smile on the managerial bench. So the girls' side have been pressed, and can they add to the 6-goal scoreline inside the last 10 minutes? So they haven't taken their foot off. They continue to apply themselves. Full of running. It's been an energetic showing. They have not sat back and accepted the scoreline. They have continually gone in search of more goals. Denmark with yet another chance, with a turn and shot just wide. But she has been a threat. Again, Brun got to turn away and get the shot away. Super game for Signe Brun. Denmark close in on a big victory. On the back of that outstanding qualification process for Euro 22 in London next year. Pedersen and Thompson and Garland Snurl have all been drafted in. It's a new look Danish side in the latter part of this second half. Twice they put 8 past Malta when the teams met previously. Still a lot of rainwater on the surface. And the layoff just not dropping the feet of a white shirt. Farouja it was with a layoff. Maybe another chance. Captain getting forward and then again trying to link up with Farouja. Shut out, closed down, and Denmark knock the ball around with the confidence that comes with such a scoreline. To be fair, they've done that throughout. They have enjoyed their day's work. Well, just over 5 remaining, plus anything that match official Caroline Wacker decides to add on. Crowd will stay to the very end to celebrate a convincing scoreline. It's there to be a 7th as they work to create an opening and another corner. Comes that from Larson among the scorers. In again, free header, this time deflects behind and away for another corner. Responsibility with Johnny Thompson. In again, keeper gets a touch on it. Last gasp defending and then just relieved to clutch that ball. Schweb. On the move again, Denmark. With the pace to get away. And the header too high. Good work to set up the opportunity with a run and cross. And too high in the end by Stine Larsen. But it's another good move from Denmark. Save for Malta. And Marie save. Malta. The pressure is unrelenting. Once again, how many red shirts have committed forward? And Denmark could be in again. Good block. Just lining up. Will be the keepers. 3-1. Unselfish. In. Trier, arms aloft. Trier. Well driven in at pace. On the angle. And they had players hit 7. Denmark's number 2, furthest forward, and there's the all-important connection from the substitute. And Denmark score again. Trier with reason to celebrate. It has been a complete performance. His yellow card. Side on then for the final moments. And we are on time added on. Still no let up by the hosts. First touch just allowed the ball to get away from her. continue to push, continue to apply pressure all the time. Well, they scored 8 on the 2 occasions when they met Malta previously. Can they repeat the feat? We've got 3 minutes to find out. And the ball testing. Able to deliver the cross. Volley clear, but they just cannot get it away. Another chance. Trier comes back out the veer. Side netting, another corner. Now they've enjoyed the occasion, they've enjoyed the performance. Malta's best efforts, but golfing class, and they have not been able to find a way past Catherine Larson. Big change, Nadia Faruja. Having 13, now comes to the touch line near side. Preparing are there to make a change, waiting to see what the situation is with Nico Chaveras. Qualifiers, 20 years of age. Currently with Juventus, came through Malta's under 17 and under 19s. One more corner. One more scoring opportunity. Deep in time added on. Change is made. Maybe back across the face of goal. Had already gone. It's been a commanding display by Denmark in front of home fans, and their reward is seconds away to start a World Cup qualifying campaign with a convincing victory. The hat-trick eluding Senior Bloom. They have done just about everything else, and a clean sheet in the process. Side Denmark 4 forward in numbers. Easy enough for Patterson. Final touch, and it's a convincing victory to the delight of